Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to what I think the Chamber, I'm going to steal Joe Henning's line, the Chamber of Commerce weather. Today is a beautiful day that we are so thankful to be able to join together, and I feel a little bit that's appropriate considering there's a church behind me right now. So you guys, please, as you can, if you can't hear me, start getting a little bit closer. We still do have some seats on the front row. We'd love for you to fill in if you need to do that. But we're here to celebrate a big occasion today, and I'm not going to steal any of the thunder from those who will come up here and share remarks with you here shortly. But I do want to start by acknowledging a lot of the people that are here today as they all played integral roles in getting to this moment. There's a lot of folks that are joining with us, and we're going to take the appropriate time to be able to recognize them. So I want to start first with the leadership of our school system, the Henry County school system. Several of them were able to join us today. Joined first by our board chair, Mrs. Holly Cobb. Board vice chair, Mrs. Annette Edwards. We also have board member Sophie Pope. And regrettably, they did send their regrets. Mr. Mackenzie McDaniel and Dr. Pam Nutt were unable to be with us today, but very much an integral part of this celebration. I do have a long list of people that I want to recognize, and if I do miss somebody, I do apologize, but we are so appreciative that everyone's here. I do want to acknowledge the leadership of the city of Stockbridge with Mayor Ford and his colleagues. Please stand, acknowledge your presence here. Thank you. I know there's some out in the audience as well. Anybody here from the Board of Commissioners, from the county government, raise your hand, give us a wave. I don't see anybody at the moment, but we appreciate their support as always. Chamber of Commerce members, our Board of Directors, Chamber of Commerce, big wave for you guys. Thank you all very much. We do have some community advisory members that are part of the superintendent's community advisory. If you're here as a part of that, big wave. We have a lot of student advisories here as well. Big wave to everybody. There's a group that is responsible for the preservation of the history of the building that we will soon vacate this space. And I don't know if any of them are here today, but they have had a great deal of influence in being able to talk about preserving the rich history that dates back several decades here in Stockbridge. And is anybody here from the Preservation Committee? Please raise your hand. I don't see anybody at the moment, but again, you'll probably see them as we have future ceremonies, so we want to recognize them. Any elected leaders currently with us from any other municipality, any other government entity, we thank you guys as well. We have a very important group here, our STEM team, the STEM team, and all of our learning performance leaders. Please raise your hand, give us a big wave. Thank you guys. Now also, to get to this point, in addition to the strategic plan, we also had to have, the support of the community to be able to fund what is about to, transpire here on this space. And there was a very important group that was responsible for helping to promote the eSplosh. We have several of our eSplosh committee members here. Please raise your hand so we can acknowledge you with a round of applause. Mr. Mike Griffin and others, thank you all so very much. We've got some important principals here as well. Where are all of our cluster principals from the Stockbridge cluster? Big cheer. Thank you guys so very much. And I'm going to ask these next guests, very, very special guests, and you'll find that these next guests are the reason that we are here today, and those are students. Everything that we're doing is about students here in Henry County Schools, and so I have some, they're going to stand up here, because they are what symbolizes all the hard work and effort behind our community. So as I call your name or I call your group, if you'll come up here and stand with us, we have Mr. Joseph Price from Union Grove High School, Dylan Johnson from Dutchtown High School, we have the Stockbridge High School STEAM Academy students, and we have some of our third grade Stockbridge Elementary ASCP students chaperoned by their coordinators. So if you guys will come down here and join us up front. Come on down, let's give our students a big round of applause. Now, the gentleman to my left may not be able to take advantage of the high school, but you see some of these younger students will most definitely be able to take advantage of that high school once it's completed. Now, I'd like to bring up a very, very special guest, someone who has aspirations of going into the STEM field. One of our 8th grade students serves on the Superintendent's Advisory Council, a very accomplished student in so many ways, someone who has higher aspirations to go on into the STEM career field. Please help me welcome to the podium for a few words of inspiration from Eagles Landing Middle School 8th grade student Jody Gist.
Okay.
There you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Jody Gist. Thank you and welcome to everyone who's come here to celebrate this milestone event. This is to honor the creation of a new high school in Henry County that will initiate a STEM learning program. As you all know, the acronym STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Many colleges recommend taking a STEM pathway because it provides skills that can translate to almost any environmental workplace. This school will hold more opportunities and learning possibilities for us scholars to continue to learn and grow. For example, the career I plan to pursue is becoming a marine biologist. The science aspect of STEM will be extremely helpful toward propelling my career dreams. The classes that the school will offer will better my knowledge for my future goals. On behalf of myself and my fellow classmates, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone that has taken an interest for our access to better education. Your investment with various resources, such as your time and ideas, will not go in vain. Now join me in a well-deserved welcome for a personal inspiration of mine, our dedicated superintendent, Dr. Mary Elizabeth Davis.
I mean, is it not quite possible the most talented students in our country are right here in this community? I mean, listen to Jody, look at these incredible scholars, and I'm thrilled today to celebrate what is the future of education in Henry County. So you need to start for a second. If you could just look around. Do you see what I see? Do you see the home to the future highest performing high school in the state of Georgia, a nationally recognized STEM program for scholars in Henry County? Do you see the grounds that are ripe for students who will change history through research, through invention, through investigation, and through their creative commitment to the scientific process? We've had a great opportunity to celebrate what this day includes, but for many of you, I have not seen you in person since we were all crowded in gyms dreaming about the hopes, dreams, and aspirations for young people in Henry County. 2.5 years ago, more than 8,000 people convened to say, what would it be if the best was right here at home? And time again, it was more opportunities, access to those opportunities, and higher results for kids so that their success was unlimited. Those dreams turned into a strategic plan that, although launched on March 9th, 2020, got somewhat distracted and delayed by a worldwide pandemic that, while interrupted the way we could interact with one another, never let us forget that community is beyond vital to the way we function here in Henry County. And for the Board of Education to have the hopes, dreams, and aspirations in their hands, we've never lost sight of, on the back end of this pandemic, how we come out of the pandemic focused on our future and focused on our future of opportunities for young people. So that's what we're here to celebrate today. There are no shovels to break the ground. There is no ribbon to cut in this moment. But we are standing on a piece of property that has had a historic role in the growth of education in Henry County. Stockbridge High School opened in 1965 and was converted to Patrick Henry in 1995. And I was thinking, as we were preparing to launch a vision for a STEM high school, what that must mean for so many of our community members who called this school their home for important and formative years of their life. Well, guess what, City of Stockbridge? Your view from over there is about to change. Now, I don't mean Stockbridge Elementary School, which is a gym and is only going to get a new gym out of this operation, but is going to continue to be an extraordinary space for educating our young people who will now be able to see what is possible as they grow in Henry County with the premier STEM high school right next door. Opening in the year 2026, it is for our 5th graders today to start thinking about their 9th grade year at any place in Henry County, coming right here to Stockbridge to be at this premier STEM high school. So before these buildings start to look a little different and these grounds start to get leveled and that parking lot starts to feel better, we are going to celebrate this site selection and be able to celebrate what a community can accomplish when they come together with a shared vision for kids. I'm looking into the audience of so many of people who said, we need robotics, we need coding, we need STEM labs in our elementary school, and we need to be the home of the best STEM education that this country has to offer. I want to applaud those individuals. Too many of you to name, but I'm glad that Ariel Shaw is here, who of course has been a STEM advocate in our community, and our Piedmont Henry partners, who will be co-designers in the curriculum for the amazing experience that students have. Thank you, Piedmont Henry, for being here. Okay, now I know you want me to stop talking, but I have to say one more thing. The past 2 years may have taken us off focus of our strategic plan, but it never got us taken off focus of our future. Our children's futures were in our hands, and we never stopped relentlessly fighting every single day to make the best possible education possible for every single child. But as we hopefully enter a new chapter, with the pandemic starting to feel lighter and behind us, we have a community who needs to continue to rally around today's youth, believe in the possibilities of today's youth, and see the hope of a greater future in today's youth. I am so proud of the young people in Henry County, and I'm thankful for a community who rallied around them every day over the past several years. And when you look at kids who are here today, think of what they have done over the past 2 years and how they are positioned for greatness in the years to come. Today's a day of celebration for our community. Thank you for being the ones that have inspired a great education for every child and a great STEM high school for our future. I now have the opportunity to turn it over to our Vice Chair, Mrs. Edwards.
Well, thank you and good evening. I am so excited to be standing here. No shovels, no ribbons to cut. But guess what? In 2026, you'll be standing here again in front of the STEM school. With shovels, we'll have shovels and ribbons to cut. So I am so excited. And thank you again for being here. And this is a community that supports our children. And we appreciate that. And I also want to say thank you for supporting SPAR 6. It's because of the funds that we receive from SPAR 6 that we're able to build this STEM school here that our children, your children, will be able to utilize. So again, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here in the city of what, Mayor Ford? Stockbridge, city of Stockbridge. Thank you and the council for being here. Today is a grand STEM celebration of a brand new STEM school for Henry County Schools. I want to recognize Dr. McBride. She sat on the board with me from 2015 to 2018, and she came with the STEM school in mind. She was an advocate on that board for the STEM school. So thank you, Dr. McBride, for being here. And again, and I know this was spoken first, prior to my coming, but I'm just going to reiterate what STEM means. STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math education that is integrated, interdisciplinary, and student approach to learning. This STEM school will have student-centered approach to learning that will encourage student curiosity, student creativity, student artistic expression, student communication, student problem solving, and along with other critical and design thinking. So you think about that. It's a fantastic program that we're bringing here to Henry County. When I think about the STEM school, it is aligned with our Strategic Action 1, which states advanced learning opportunities and experiences for all students. And that's what we're providing, opportunities for all students. Opportunities. Please remember that. That's what we're going to be providing. It is my hope and the Board of Education's hope that when these students leave the Henry County school system, they will be ready to compete anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And I know that's what you're expecting too. And it will happen. It will take place. And these are the future. These children are our future. In closing, our students, your children, your grandchildren, and many generations will benefit from this STEM school. It will be here and it will be well used, and children will be educated for generations after generations. I want to thank the Henry County citizens again for supporting SPLOST 6. Without those SPLOST dollars, we would not be standing here today. It means so much to the Henry County Board of Education, and I know it's going to mean a lot to you as well. Once you see this building go up, you're going to be so proud of it. And I also want to thank my board colleagues for supporting and voting for the STEM school to be right here where? Mayor Ford? In the city of Stockbridge. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Edwards. What an exciting day, and what a beautiful day to be here celebrating the amazing opportunity that is before us with this STEM school coming right here to the beautiful city of Stockbridge. I am so honored to be standing here next to these wonderful students. I actually had the incredible opportunity of shadowing Jody at Eagles Landing Middle School when she was in 6th grade 2 years ago. And it was just an amazing opportunity. She asked me when I'll be back, so save my seat next week. I'll be back in class. But thank you so much for your support. This is all thanks to our community, our incredible community whose voice was loud and clear that they wanted more STEM opportunities for every kid in our community. It is only because of the support of eSPLOST that we are standing here today and this is possible. And that is because we have a community who believes in our children. So thank you so much. I am imagining a day 4 years from now, driving up through the city of Stockbridge and seeing the future STEM career, leaders of this world walking into class. I cannot wait. This state-of-the-art facility is so conveniently located to our incredible partners at Piedmont Henry and our incredible institutions and universities just up the road on 75. I cannot wait to see the relationships and the partnerships that are forged for the betterment of our students right here in Henry County. Do you know that according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment in STEM has grown 79% in the last 3 decades? That implores us to do more for kids, to prepare them to be able to compete globally, as Mrs. Edwards said, and be able to compete right here in Henry County, where it's the absolute best place to learn and live and work. I recently had the opportunity to read to several students right here at Stockbridge and at Cotton Indian Elementary for Read Across Henry. And Mr. Osmore and Ms. Durden can both attest to the fact that I was reading to future inventors. We read a book called Geraldine and the Most Spectacular Science Project. And we all know that books open our minds and our eyes to opportunities that are beyond our wildest imagination. But imagine when students like Geraldine in our book and students that are standing right here don't have to just imagine those opportunities because they are right here at their fingertips. And that is all thanks to your incredible support and your voice that has been heard by this Board of Education. And we are committed to creating the access and the opportunities for every single child. we're not waiting until 2026 to be sure that our kids have STEM and robotics opportunities at their fingertips. In fact, that is starting this fall with the investment of STEM and robotics programs at every single one of our elementary schools. You'll have your hands on these opportunities, and that plants seeds for kids. That plants seeds for dreams of huge, amazing opportunities and careers that are far beyond my pay grade, honestly. I brought with me my family and my 4 little girls, the oldest of which wants to be a marine biologist herself. And I cannot wait to be standing here and dropping her off like the, proud, obnoxious mom on her first day of school at this STEM school right here in Henry County. Thank you so much for partnering with us to plant seeds for children, because we believe in the opportunities being accessible to every single child in Henry County schools. I cannot wait to see where you all lead us and how you all change the world with your future career. So thank you all for carving out some of your time to join us today, students. And thank you all so much, community, for your support and your partnership. And I cannot wait to be on this journey together. And I am going to turn it over to the amazing Anthony Ford. Thank you so much, Mayor Ford.
I tell you what, this is such a glorious day. It really is. It's something that what the good Lord developed and brought to us. I tell you, I'm very much ecstatic. I really am. I remember distinctly on January 10th, we were in our council meeting. Actually, it was our swearing in ceremony. And obviously you all, the board was in your board meeting that night. And I received a message from the superintendent about the fact that you all voted, board members, thank you very much, voted on this location. Outstanding. We are so ecstatic about that. I tell you, it's a great move. Thank you very much. It's going to help the city grow and continue with our particular plans that we have, without a doubt. But I want you also to know that as a mayor, I can't do it by myself to move the city forward. Now, I know they were announced, but let me individually announce them, all right? Mayor Pro Tem Alfonso Thomas, stand up, please, sir. Councilman Elton Alexander, excuse me, Alexander. And Councilwoman Ms. Barber here, Ilana Barber, all right? Now, I want you to know that, once again, we, the council, can't do it without our staff. Several members of the staff are out here. Members of the staff, you raise your hands, wave your hands out. All the members of the staff, all right? Those folks do all the heavy lifting that we have going on in Starbridge, without a doubt. Let me tell you, this is so great because this helps our redevelopment process that we have for the downtown area. It helps the growth, and this is so fantastic. Matter of fact, even today, I was offered a ride from City Hall. I said, no, I'm going to walk. It's only a block away, all right? And this is what you consider the very south end of our downtown area, so this is fantastic. And then in 2026, I will be here, absolutely, and they will be here as well, okay? This is so fantastic. Now, the future, ladies and gentlemen, right here, and Ms. Pope's children right over there, that's the future. These are the individuals that are going to lead our community, whether it's locally in the Stockbridge, Henry County, the state of Georgia, the country, even internationally. These are the individuals who are going to do it. As we get older and we kind of move out the way, we're going to let these young folks take charge. Right on time. It's so great. I will tell you that, I can't help myself. I'm ready to do some jumping jacks or something. I tell you what, it's so great to have you all out here. Thank you for being supportive of not only the Board of Education, supportive of this whole initiative, supportive of the city of Stockbridge. I really appreciate that. And I tell you, without the support of this council and our staff, we can't do it all. We can't do it without everybody helping out. So fantastic. I look for this to continue to grow and grow our community. I look for a continued partnership with the school board. Always have been an advocate. We have been an advocate, so we want to continue that process on. God bless you all. Stockbridge is where community connects. Please, Stockbridge is where community connects. Absolutely. God bless you all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's ceremony. Again, thank you so very much for taking a small part of your time today to be here for this special occasion. But thank you even more for the commitment you have to these students up here. Let's give them a big round of applause. Boys and girls, you did a great job. Thank you so very much. We look forward to inviting you back when it's time to officially break ground. Y'all have a great rest of the week and a great rest of your spring, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.